Join us as we unravel 5 amazing maritime mysteries. But before we begin, keep a lookout for a hidden Easter egg in today's video. Comment below where you found it. Now let's set sail into these mysteries. Number 1. The SS Richard Montgomery. The SS Richard Montgomery, a Liberty ship constructed in 1943 during World War II, was named after an American Revolutionary War general. Measuring 441 feet in length and weighing 7,176 tons, this vessel was part of the massive American effort to build ships quickly to support the war. Liberty ships were considered the workhorses of the Allied fleets, designed for swift production rather than longevity. On August 20, 1944, the Richard Montgomery was anchored in the Thames estuary near Sheerness, England, carrying a dangerous cargo of approximately 6,000 tons of munitions, including bombs, shells, and fuses. It was waiting to join a convoy heading to France when strong winds caused the ship to drag anchor and run aground on a sandbank. Despite attempts to salvage the cargo, the hull began to split, and operations were abandoned. An obscure fact is that the ship's volatile cargo included 1,400 tons of high explosives, some of which were categorized as experimental. Today, it remains one of the most dangerous shipwrecks in the world, with its rusting munitions still submerged and potentially explosive. Theories. 1. Controlled detonation. Some experts believe the munitions could be safely neutralized through controlled explosions, but this carries significant risks to nearby communities. 2. Erosion threat. Ongoing erosion of the wreck could lead to an unintentional detonation, with estimates suggesting a blast that could shatter windows for miles. 3. Deliberate ignorance. There are suspicions that authorities have avoided action due to the high costs and potential for public panic. 4. Minimal risk. Others argue the munitions have become inert over time, posing little real danger despite the dramatic warnings. Legacy. The Richard Montgomery remains a looming danger in the Thames estuary, marked by warning buoys and restricted zones. It is a stark reminder of wartime urgency and the long-lasting consequences of conflicts. The ship has also become a subject of fascination, with numerous documentaries and studies speculating about its potential hazards. Number 2. The Mary Rose. The Mary Rose, commissioned in 1511 by King Henry VIII, was one of the earliest purpose-built warships in England's navy. At 700 tons and armed with 91 guns, it represented a turning point in naval warfare, featuring gun ports along its sides, a revolutionary design for the time. The ship saw decades of service, participating in numerous battles before its fateful sinking on July 19, 1545. During an engagement with the French fleet in the Solent, the Mary Rose heeled over and quickly sank, taking nearly 500 sailors to their deaths. The exact cause remains debated, with contemporary accounts suggesting a combination of overloading, wind conditions, and poor maneuverability. One fascinating detail about the Mary Rose is the diversity of its crew. Excavations revealed personal items, including musical instruments, games, and medical tools, offering a rare glimpse into Tudor life. Even the remains of a dog, believed to be a ratter, were found on board. Theories. 1. Top-heavy design. Overloading the ship with heavy artillery and provisions may have made it unstable. 2. Crew error. Inexperienced sailors might have mishandled the rigging, leading to disaster. 3. Enemy fire. Some argue that French cannon fire may have struck a critical blow, though no direct evidence supports this. 4. Structural weakness. Decades of wear and modifications may have compromised the ship's seaworthiness. Legacy. The Mary Rose was rediscovered in 1971 and raised in 1982, becoming one of the most significant maritime archaeological projects in history. It now resides in Portsmouth's Mary Rose Museum, preserving an unparalleled snapshot of Tudor naval history. Number 3. The Charles Carroll. The Charles Carroll, a 19th-century packet ship, was named after Charles Carroll, the last surviving signer of the American Declaration of Independence. Designed for transatlantic trade, this vessel carried passengers and cargo between New York and Liverpool. Measuring 155 feet in length and crafted from oak, the Charles Carroll symbolized the robust maritime capabilities of its era. In 1848, the ship vanished en route to New York, sparking widespread speculation. Reports suggest it carried a valuable cargo, including silver ingots and fine textiles, which heightened public interest in its fate. Unlike many other ship disappearances, no debris or lifeboats from the Charles Carroll were ever found. A lesser-known fact is that the ship was equipped with experimental navigation equipment, including an early version of the marine chronometer. This detail has led some to speculate about potential malfunctions contributing to its loss. Theories. 1. Storm sinking. A powerful Atlantic storm could have overwhelmed the ship, leaving no survivors or debris. 2. Piracy. Some theorize the vessel was intercepted by pirates, its cargo stolen, and the ship sunk deliberately. 3. Fire on board. A potential fire in the cargo hold could have quickly engulfed the wooden ship. 4. Navigational error. Faulty equipment might have caused the ship to stray into dangerous waters. Legacy. The Charles Carroll remains an enduring maritime mystery, often cited as an example of the unpredictable dangers of 19th-century sea travel. Its story is occasionally referenced in studies of early marine technology and transatlantic trade. Number 4. The Persephone. The Persephone, a German-built freighter launched in 1925, served multiple purposes during its operational life, including cargo transport and naval supply. During World War II, it was requisitioned by the Kriegsmarine to assist in supplying U-boats in the North Atlantic. In 1942, while en route to Norway, the Persephone disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Witnesses reported seeing the ship depart from port, but it never reached its destination. Post-war investigations yielded no definitive evidence of its fate. One obscure fact is that the Persephone was equipped with a state-of-the-art Enigma machine for secure communications, a rare feature for a freighter. This detail has fueled speculation about its involvement in covert operations. Theories. 1. Enemy action. Allied submarines or aircraft may have targeted the ship, though no records confirm such an attack. 2. Sabotage. Sabotage by resistance fighters or even the crew itself has been proposed. 3. Weather conditions. Severe Arctic storms might have sunk the ship before it could send a distress signal. 4. Espionage mission. Some believe the Persephone was on a covert mission, making its loss a classified wartime secret. Legacy. The Persephone has become a symbol of the countless unsolved mysteries of World War II maritime history. Its disappearance remains a topic of speculation among historians and naval enthusiasts. Number 5. The Nancy Lee. The Nancy Lee, a British steamship launched in 1910, was designed for coastal trade around the British Isles. Despite its modest size, it was well regarded for its reliability and was often chartered to transport coal and general goods. In 1936, while traveling through the English Channel, the Nancy Lee struck a submerged object and began to sink. The crew abandoned ship, and salvage efforts were unsuccessful. While the wreck's location was identified, attempts to raise it were deemed too costly during the interwar economic downturn. A fascinating detail is that the ship was carrying a consignment of antique furniture at the time of its sinking, much of which has been recovered and restored by divers over the years. Theories. 1. Collision with wreckage. The ship may have struck debris from a prior wreck, a common hazard in the heavily trafficked channel. 2. Structural failure. Aging hull components might have given way under stress. 3. Sabotage. Some speculate industrial rivals may have sabotaged the ship to disrupt its owner's business. 4. Navigation error. Mistakenly charting a course through dangerous waters could have led to the accident. Legacy. The Nancy Lee has been immortalized in maritime lore, with its recovered artifacts displayed in museums and private collections. Its story serves as a reminder of the risks faced by even the most routine coastal voyages. Conclusion. The stories of these vessels, the Richard Montgomery, Mary Rose, Charles Carroll, Persephone, and Nancy Lee, highlight the fascinating, and often tragic, interplay of human ambition and the unforgiving nature of the sea. Each ship carries its own unique tale, from wartime urgency to groundbreaking naval designs, mysterious disappearances, and devastating accidents. They remind us of the courage of those who braved the waters, the innovations that shaped maritime history, and the enduring mysteries that continue to captivate our imaginations. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into maritime history. If you enjoyed learning about these incredible ships and their stories, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future explorations. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing more fascinating tales from the sea.